pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Very short kick taken right at the 20. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. And he came into this game within shouting distance of Dan Marino at 61,361 career yards. And with that last play, Charles, he just went past Dan Marino.
I'm struggling over here. And the only reason is when you hear about him passing a Dan Marino,
a legend,
makes you step back and really take stock of his career, and you realize it's not just about the numbers, it's about the accomplishments, it's about the play. How great has his career been to pass Dan Marino's? I'd say pretty darn great.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 23. First down, Hal to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. In motion goes the tight end. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And the reinforcements come. get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Howell throwing on third down here.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
They'll try the right side with Jones.
He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. An inside give to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
He finds Watson complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Running right, Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. On second down, a run with Gibson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 3rd and long, here's Howell. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Taken in at the 22. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the 36, Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown! Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense, because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham! You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. On first down, Howell. He's going to look deep down the field.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll
leave him with a second and just a few inches left. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Packer pressure, and down he goes. 4th down. Howell looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He gets this to Thornton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From way up at the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
One last shot before the break. Howell.
Looking deep downfield.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jahan Dotson.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL.
And now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports from way up at the 23.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So here we go, fourth down. Howell.
Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll go again with Gibson.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Howell throwing on first down here. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Howell. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers. Got his man. It's Thornton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Now Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, that's just...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Now Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
On first down, Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. After the sack on first down, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Tyquan Thornton, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Throwing here, Howell.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Washington on third down.
They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, here's Howell. He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gap.
And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. First down, Howell to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. 6 yards left on second down. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And here's Jones again on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. The give is to Jones. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's got his man, Thornton. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A give to Jones. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll go again to Jones. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Our fans usually love to see scoring.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the ring stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on